Did you know that when using Google Docs, there are a lot of great ways to collaborate? Let's take a look at all the different ways that once you create a document, you can share it with others. One of my favorite things about Google Docs is the fact that I'm able to share and/or collaborate my Google Doc with anyone I want to, with students, staff, or even parents. So to do it, it's actually pretty simple. There are two ways to get to the sharing option. I can first start by pulling down my File menu. When I do that, you can see that I can tap Share here, and I get my share box, or I go for the really obvious method, and I just tap my big blue share box in the top right corner. So I'll tap my share box. Again here, it gives me the options. If I have just a coworker I want to share with, or a student or two, or maybe I have a group of students who I want to work on something together, I can enter their names in here, and then I can choose what option I want to give, what ability I want to give to the people that will have this document. Do I want to just let them edit it? That means they can change anything in my document. Or can they only comment? If so, they would just tap the little comment box and they would comment to the right or the left of the document. Or maybe I want to just let them view it. So I want to share something with them, but I don't want them to change anything on my document. But this is kind of limiting because I have to enter addresses or names in. Again, I would use this option maybe if I'm putting students into a group and I want to have them work on something together, but I still want to be able to see what they're working on. They can also do the same thing. They can create a document and put the names of the students they're sharing with and add me to it. Then, the other way to share with more people at once is to go to the Get Shareable link. So if we tap the Get Shareable link, this is going to create a link that we will share with anyone that we want to have access to our document. Here you see I can decide who I'm going to share with. So the first option is just to keep us within our district, but I want more options than that. So when I go to the more options, I often, when I'm sharing with people, with a group of people, I do anyone with a link, so they don't necessarily have to sign into our district Google with using a Google or one of our district Google emails. So if I go anyone with a link, and then again I still have those same options. Can they view it? Can they edit it? Or can they comment on it? If I'm doing a brainstorming activity, maybe everybody can edit it. If I'm doing something that I just want people to put comments in, I would do that, or if anyone can just view it. So if I'm sharing a document, directions to something that's going to be happening, I would do the can view. So that is how I can take a Google document and share it for people to either be able to view or collaborate with me on this document. Oh, and I can't forget to show you this really cool way to be able to collaborate and share Google Docs. So if you look up in your address bar, I'm going to show you how you can take any document you have and do a forced copy and share it with people. So if you want to give this document to somebody, like for example, I might make a worksheet for students, but I don't want them to write on it. I don't want them to write on my worksheet, and I'm not using Google Classroom, which by the way makes a copy for each student. I'm just going to go right to my address bar, to the very end, and I'm going to change the word edit. I'm just going to delete that out. I'm going to change that to the word copy, and watch what happens when I actually go to this address. So if I share that address, if I share the exact same address I was just on, but I change the word edit to copy, and then now when I share this address with people, it actually forces them to make a copy of my document, so then they can write on it on their own. This is a great way to make a worksheet for students, make some type of document that you want other people to have, but not write on your copy of. So sometimes I do presentations, and I make the note outline form in a document. I give them a forced copy of the document, and I don't have to worry about them messing up my copy. This is another really cool Google Doc feature. And now you know.